NBA 2K26 big reveal, everything you need to know to start off the year hot. You're going to be watching the introduction right as you walk in. It's a pretty cool little cutscene. SGA just asks you about your dream team, and then you end up playing in the dream team as well, which is pretty awesome if you ask me. Tons of cool stuff like the rep rewards, specializations. I got all of it covered right here. It's a deep dive into some of the key things that you need to know before you get started. NBA 2K26. So lock in, subscribe, comment. Let's do the damn thing, baby. Here we go. First things first. We're walking through the door and we're going to jump right in to exploring very quickly. Before we go into other elements, I just want to showcase a couple of things in here for you, like the court, where you're going to end up starting off and you got to just do little quick challenges, nothing too crazy. Hit some shots and you're locked in. After that, you're going to end up going into your court, checking it out. You can customize it right off rip. There's plenty of little things. And actually, there's some rewards that you can unlock to customize it even further and have some new things like practice, so much more. So there you go. Of course, you're going to end up in the city and you've got things like the rebirth. You got to go talk to Ronnie. And then there's plenty of different places to go. Some really good rewards for the game and challenges that you're going to be capable of unlocking, going through, if that's what you want to do. But a lot of stuff. Before we get started with the key information for specializations and stuff like that, you can see right here, this is the rec. I want to kind of show every area very quickly, just some of the things. The new proving grounds, you see the statue of somebody who's #1 overall. And this one has changed a little bit. I like it more, a little closer, easier to get to, and it's a locker theme. I thought that's pretty cool. Now I want to show you the events that are happening in September 5th. You're going to have 2K Day, then of course the 12th, and every weekend after that, there's an event for you to basically take part in. You can get that double rep, baby. So I want to show some of these events. Of course, they might be subject to change, but you can see a whole bunch of different ones. Slow that down, take a picture so you can know exactly what's coming. I want to show the rep rewards very quickly here. This is basically season 1, all the new rep rewards. Of course, depending if you play my team or my career, whether you into these rewards or not, leave it in the comments. Feel free to share what you're feeling. I said, one of the biggest things with this is the cap breakers, the max +1s and +2s. Those are the main things I care about. Everything else, is personal preference or personal choice if you're into it or not. But there's a lot of good stuff as well, or just random things like boost and all that good stuff. You can see right here, you want to pay attention to the max +1, 25, and then the max +2 at 30. Pretty good. Those are the key ones for me. Gameplay wise, it's an enhancement to your build. And we got build breakdowns that we'll do and all that good stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to show you this, give you that quick look, see what it is. 40 cap breaker. All right, so now we're going into the park. I want to show you the park. You can get double rep by taking out MVPs or breaking streaks. You can get more rep. And BC, it's a pretty good system in my opinion. Love that. I think it's a fun mechanic. Now I want to go through the rep rewards and talk about the rep system. So pretty much almost like last year, but they have a little bit of variety. So you're going to be able to get 1 cap breaker at the starter 5, I believe, and then you'll be able to get more as you go along. And this year you're going to be able to get a lot of cap breakers. So I'll talk about that in a minute, but right here, your first cap breaker to starter 5. All right, that's just 1 cap breaker. It's not a lot. And then they're going to give you 3 more, I think at starter 3 or something like that. So these are the key ones. And I do think that a casual player that only plays, a couple hundred hours can get at least 1 or 2 of them. They can get to starter 3 by the end of the year if you're not really playing too seriously. The rest of the rewards are similar as last year. So you get another cap breaker at starter 3. Everybody should be able to do that pretty easily. That's not a problem. And that they splitting up the rewards, making it a little harder for people who are casual to get them. But yeah, see the typical stuff. Animations unlock at start of 4, and then 3 cap breakers at start of 5. So you basically want to hit start of 5 if you want 5 cap breakers total this year. But you get a couple of them a little earlier. It's a little helpful. And then of course, heat check at veteran 1. I think that's great. That's necessary. It's rewarding to have that for your play. Utilize it to win games and things like that. And then you get 3 more cap breakers at veteran 2. As you can see, they're limiting the amounts, but they're spreading them out more. So it's like, oh, you could get 2 or 3 here, 2 or 3 there. And then, you know, typical rewards, some skill boosts and different things. Nothing too crazy, guys. And then veteran 1 is where the final cap breaker that's meaningful. Not everybody, I mean, legend 1, not everybody's going to hit that. So, you know, if you about that life, go for it. And this is going to be for the sweaty guys who spend thousands and thousands of hours playing the game. This is for you as far as like, once we reach this level. If you're watching, don't skip though, because there's some interesting stuff in here for the foreseeable future. Things like a free copy of the game when you hit Legend 4, Legend 5, you get 10 million VC, and then you get a free build. Yeah, all types of stuff. It's pretty crazy. You get 4 max plus 2s, which is outrageous. Should be interesting year to say the least. All right, and now this is the big one right here. I just want to take a moment to talk about it. You're finishing, shooting, playmaking, defense, and rebounds. You have to pick one of these when you start the game. You got to be 60 overall on whichever requirement. Okay, so keep that in mind when you go to make your build. But we want to check all these out and talk about how difficult some of them might be for you. You want to be able to pick a good one that you know you're going to use consistently. So whatever your build lacks could be a good way to go, or the opposite. For example, let's say I put high shooting. I probably don't need to do nothing with shooting, but finishing, for example, like win 20 games and then get 200 close shots, right? And do a whole bunch of things in there. Maybe I'll just use all my weaknesses on finishing, right? I'm like, okay, my whole build is perfect except for finishing. Then I use this to get extra cap breakers, extra max plus 1s and 2s. The problem is they're asking for 200 close shots. Oh my goodness, sorry about that. Even on a video, they're giving me in-game commercials. Come on now. So as you can see right here, you're gonna have to make 400 close shots. And I don't know if this is gonna let you do dunks as well, or only close shots, because me, I'm a slasher. I'm gonna try to dunk if I'm gonna slash. I'm not laying it up all the time. So that's interesting. Win games and then make 6 or more shots, get 600. And each of these rewards are very specific, right? So you have to win games and then make close shots, make shots around the paint. That's the key. The close shots one is a little interesting because some people just don't do close shots. Most of the time I'm trying to dunk it if I can. But yeah, at the end, the last one is 200 close shots. Again, shooting, we talked about this already. You need to make a lot of shots and win games and make some shots while you're winning games, basically. And you're going to get the same kind of rewards, which is basically cap breakers and max plus 1s. If you didn't watch my video for specialization, you probably should, because I'm not going to go through shooting too crazy because we already did it. But basically, by the end of this all, the last reward, it's 2,000 plus shots. Okay. Now I want to get into the actual more harder ones in a second, but we're going to go through assist, playmaking. All you got to do is get assists. This is the easiest one, in my opinion. Rebounding and assists and shots will be the 3 easiest to unlock with. And all you got to do is get assists, win games and get assists. Everybody should have a couple assists in their arsenal. You know, whether you're a big man or a point guard. I mean, everybody. So a couple thousand assists, 2,000 in total for the final one. I think that's so easy. There's no way, if you're specializing in this, that you don't put that in there to lock in. for the year. Then defense. This is an interesting one, guys. If you're not good at defense, you probably don't want to go with this. This is the one that's going to be harder. Well defended shots. That looks easy, right? Most of this stuff sounds easy. Win games, get an A+, A- or higher. Those are easy. Now the steals and blocks. See, it says 250 steals and blocks for goal number 4. Okay, so this means it's gonna be very hard for people who don't have defense. I was thinking of making a no defensive build and trying to put a little badges on it to make it tough, but you have to earn all these rewards one by one, and it's gonna be very hard to get them all these things fast. So you're gonna have to a long year of grinding, which will be worth it for defense. Getting max plus 1s and 2s and cap breakers on your build is worth it, but you have to work for it. So maybe put a little defense on your build so that you're capable of getting more blocks or steals. One or the other. I would recommend at least buffing up one so that you can, if you're gonna go that route, you know, because you can see right here, 400 plus steals or blocks. It's crazy, if you ask me. And then rebounds is super easy. I mean, this is a center's dream. Any center that's making a build is like, yeah, we're good. Just get rebounds every game and get an A-. Centers get an A+ by the first quarter. You know what I mean? Like we're locked in. But yeah, right here, win games, get rebounds. Not too complicated, and all the rewards are the same. Like I said, it's all cap breakers and max plus 1s, and you're good to go. And that's the specialization. I want to showcase the seasons just so you can take a quick look. Of course, season 1 starts now by the time you're watching this video, and all the way through September, and October 17th is second season. Then November 28th is the third, and it just keeps going down the line. January 9th, February 20th, all the way down until the 8th season in June. And by that time, we're done, right? Like we locked in for the year. And that right there is some of the key information for my career and a little bit of exploration. We're going to showcase a bunch of more. I just wanted to give you like the fundamental things that are things people are asking about, and you're locked in. And now you're going to watch the finalization of a build. Shout out to my boy Jay for hooking me up. Another great build here. It's looking solid. I definitely could rock with something like this. And 6'10", lethal shooter, good finishing. You know, it's not a bad look, you know. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this build and all the new stuff that has been revealed. And I'm definitely going to keep you covered here. Hope y'all enjoy this. We got a lot more coming. I mean, like really right now, I'm probably uploading, putting up more content out there. So stay tuned. Hope y'all enjoying this. It's been a fun ride. See y'all on the next one.